Hello guys, this is Shiraz Amazing Videos Review of the BMW 7 Series. The BMW 7 Series is a significant accomplishment, a machine with true personality. Is this the world's greatest car interior, too? Appropriate things. Excellent driving, amazing refinement, and wonderful interior. Inappropriate things. Some of the technology is cumbersome, bulky, and the design will spark discussion. Preview. Despite being called the new 7 Series, this is actually BMW's sixth all-electric car, the i7. That's right, rather than launching in isolation like the Mercedes EQS or Porsche Taycan did with their electric luxury limousine, the i7 made its debut alongside the rest of the regular new 7 Series lineup. As of this writing in 2023, the i7 remains the only current generation 7 Series that we have tested on our grounds. Actually, it was here in the UK before cars running on gasoline, diesel, or hybrid energy. The statement from BMW is that it's a 7 Series, regardless of drivetrain. This is actually the 7th iteration of the company's range topper, which made its debut in 1977 and offers more modernism than Jaguar's XJ and more poise and dynamism than Mercedes' somewhat stiff and patriarchal S-Class. Since then, about 2 million have been sold, and innovations have appeared frequently. Recall that the Gen 4 car from 2001 introduced the overly complex iDrive and signaled the beginning of the Bengal design era. It's probably a little annoying, but conventional wisdom holds that the Mercedes S-Class has always been the presumptive, best car in the world. You get the impression that BMW has thrown everything it knows into the new vehicle in an attempt to defeat the long-standing rival once and for all. But now that the rules have shifted, the electric i7 takes center stage as BMW repositions the luxury car experience around standard sustainability, class-leading digital experience through its new OS 8 software, and onboard well-being. Oh, and there's a massive 31.3-inch panoramic theater screen for the backseat passengers that folds out of the roof. That made everyone very agitated. Who knows, maybe driving would be beneficial too. Without a doubt, BMW has made a commitment to a bold new design philosophy. The new 7 Series, according to some critics, read, almost the entire internet, is more evidence that BMW has lost its mind, or used more derogatory language. When moving, it sort of functions. Really, no. Whether it's completely, murdered out, in matte paint, all shiny bits in gloss black, or all white, it's contemporary and boldly, unabashedly unique. In addition to larger brakes and 21-inch alloy wheels, the standard wheels are 19 inches, but they are underpowered. The M Sport Package Pro is helpful. Do you think new cars all have the same look? No, they don't come here. The large grille comes alive at night, and the upper lights, which have the option of Swarovski, iconic glow, crystal glass, serve as the main attraction. This face is definitely direct. Adaptive LEDs are standard on the low and high beam headlights, which are recessed into the front apron. A concert by Coldplay could be illuminated by the new 7 Series. Strangely enough, the part of the new 7 Series that bothers us the most is not the front end with its brick outhouse and split-level lights, but rather the rear, where it seems to have lost its courage and turned strangely generic. Which is ironic considering the controversy that the E65 version of 2001 generated at the time. The new 7 Series, which has a long wheelbase only, is not only aesthetically pleasing but also extremely aerodynamically efficient despite being larger in every way. This is significant since the i7's drag coefficient is only 0.24 and slipperiness equals efficiency in the world of electric vehicles. Aero was a big thing in car design back in the early 1980s. It's back, and it's changing the appearance of cars in an odd way. Almost everything. According to BMW, the new 7 Series was designed for particularly demanding target groups in a globalized marketplace, from the ground up. It is generally larger and more functional, with a wider front and rear track and more body rigidity. It has a brand new flexible vehicle architecture made of steel and aluminum that was designed from the ground up to support 3 distinct drivetrain options. For now, we'll concentrate on the i7. The mid-level xDrive 60 shares a lot of hardware with the excellent X SUV, boasting a combined 536 bhp from 2 electric motors. The combined output of the front and rear motors is 549 pound-feet of torque and 255 and 308 bhp, respectively. That's not quite right either. According to BMW, the entire system output depends on all the electric powertrain components and cannot be simply added together. The top speed is restricted to 149 miles per hour, and the stated 0 to 62 miles per hour time is 4.7 seconds. Additional i7 powertrain options include the 449 HP, rear-wheel drive eDrive 50, which is the entry-level model, and the 650 HP, 3.7-second 0 to 62 miles per hour M70 xDrive, which is the top model. As a result, it functions essentially as a mobile theater and is roughly as fast as a Lamborghini Murcielago with a V12 engine. As one might expect, the evolution of powertrains continues, and the current generation of BMW electric systems is Generation 5. In comparison to the i4 Saloon and X, BMW claims that the charging software has been enhanced. The drive units are small and thoughtfully integrated. The temperature of the battery is now even more precisely regulated, resulting in a smoother charging curve and increased efficiency. Additionally, the cooling of the battery has been optimized, and customized charging settings can be stored for particular charging points. If you plan to use a fast charger, you can also manually preheat the battery. BMW claims that the motor no longer requires rare earth metals in the rotor because it is an electrically excited synchronous motor instead of one with fixed permanent magnets. With a cell height of just 110 mm, the lithium-ion battery pack found in all i7s offers 101.7 kWh of usable energy and fits comfortably under the floor. It's interesting to note that BMW quotes up to 387 miles on a full charge for the twin-motor xDrive 60, which looks to have the best range. An important USP of the company is that it has made a concerted effort to maintain a closer distance between the best and worst-case range scenarios. According to BMW, you can add 106 miles in roughly 10 minutes if you locate a 195 kilowatts rapid charger. In the real world, that kind of mid-journey energy boost is important. Its largest sales region is China, where owners, who make up 95% of the population, are 38 years old on average, compared to 56 in the US and 57 in Europe. It is obvious that there have been some changes in the demographics over time. Keep everything in mind when you examine the new vehicle. In the beginning, the response to that question was essentially, tough luck, for the latest 7. You're practically at a loss for options now, though. Although we don't have access to every ICE powertrain that is available in the UK, the 750 xDrive and the M760 xDrive are still excellent options. Both plug-in hybrids have straight-six gasoline engines that produce 483 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, but the latter produces 563 horsepower and 590 pound-feet. Verdict: the fact that the i7 can be directly compared to its gasoline-powered counterpart indicates that a crossover point has been reached. This is an interesting time in the development of the electric vehicle. The fact that the i7 can be directly compared to its gasoline-powered counterpart indicates that a crossover point has been reached. It seems that BMW is rapidly increasing the number of its electric vehicles, and the i7 is an incredibly capable vehicle. Moreover, it's a machine with true personality, which is a significant accomplishment. Though the emphasis is now shifting elsewhere, BMWs have always relied on their mostly excellent engines for the soul and sensation we all yearn for, as well as their dynamics. The interior of the new 7 Series is arguably the best in the automotive industry. It is expertly designed, well-made, and imaginative. You can disagree amongst yourselves regarding the external design, but the interior is outstanding. It is remarkably efficient for such a large car, fast and easy to drive, and incredibly smooth. You can tell a lot of bright, driven individuals have worked really hard to get to this point. The i7 is an incredible vehicle.